You would like to have a discussion instead, or? Okay. Dear participants, dear honored guests here, dear Shivadin, we would like to thank you very much for the invitation to this most important conference. Let us express our sincere congratulations to the Belgrade Forum for a World of Equals, and especially to you, Shivadin, for this conference. In 2013, you came for the first time personally to Switzerland to be part of our Congress, Mut zur Ethik. Since we have known each other, we have had a very fruitful cooperation with you and the Belgrade Forum, which has grown over the years. Let me say here that our European Working Group, Mut zur Ethik, is highly honored to cooperate with you and the Belgrade Forum in reinforcing values of truth, justice, democracy, humanity, and solidarity, both in our nations and in international relations. The year 1999, with the war against Yugoslavia, which was illegal under international law, was a turning point for the whole of Europe. For the first time since its foundation in 1949, the governments of all NATO states had decided to attack a member state of the United Nations with bombs. Without a NATO state itself having been attacked, without a, quote, threat to the peace, breach of the peace, or act of aggression under Article 39 of the UN Charter, and without a mandate from the UN Security Council. For the first time after World War II, war was again waged in Europe. The NATO doctrine had been changed overnight during the war against Federal Republic of Yugoslavia and the bombing of Serbia. The new NATO doctrine definitely changed NATO from a defensive to an offensive alliance. The war against the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, which was illegal under international law, set a precedent for further worldwide wars by NATO or so-called coalitions of the willing from the NATO states. The working group Mut zur Ethik has taken a decisive stand against the breach of international law since the beginning of the war in 1999. In the year 2000, a Czech participant of the Congress Mut zur Ethik, who had visited Serbia, brought along a film documentary about the extent of the destruction of the NATO bombings. It is estimated that the bombings claimed the lives of 4,000 people, 2/3 of whom were civilians, including many children. More than 12,000 people were injured. The number of victims from radioactive contamination by depleted uranium, the release of toxins from bombed refineries and chemical factories cannot yet be estimated. Here, measures are needed to find the truth. We owe the fact that we already know a lot today to many courageous people who, bit by bit, have brought the true backgrounds and connections to light. One of them was Dietmar Hartwig, who lived and worked in the Balkans for over 4 years on behalf of the German Foreign Ministry, the UN and the EU. In his 4th letter to the German Chancellor Angela Merkel in 2007, he wrote, quote, "Until 20th March 1999, the day of the withdrawal of the observer mission in Kosovo, quote, gave no reasons to intervene militarily, quote, end quote. Hartwig did not receive an answer to any of his letters. It is to the great merit of you, Shivadin, and the Belgrade Forum that every year since the attack on the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia, which was illegal under international law, you recall this historic turning point. Thank you very much.